Yo, what is up, you guys? I wanted to make this video really quick. I'm going to try really hard not to ramble on with this. I find it super difficult when I'm talking on camera. I'm already doing it. Anyway, I wanted to make this video really quick to update you guys on what's going on with the videos or lack of this year and what's coming up, and also the title of this video, what happened to the Mustang? So, first off, where have the videos been? I work full-time producing videos. I am always making content, but it is not always for this channel. I'm very passionate about creating content, and I do really want to do it, but I don't make money from it, and so I have to do other things to get by, and then that really kind of takes away from me trying to focus on this. If I was making money from posting content on YouTube and sponsors being involved or people wanting to pay for features and stuff like that, then sure, I would focus all of my time into that, but I do have to focus on other stuff that is unfortunately very time consuming, like creating huge after movies for stuff, which I love to do, and I know that you guys enjoy those videos. It's just very time consuming, and for the amount of money that I get paid for some of these things, it's honestly not worth it. But I do things a lot to get by, and then I've been doing photo shoot stuff on the side for extra cash. Next thing to talk about, what is going on with the videos now. So you have been seeing me kind of block upload a few things, and that's where I get some time and I catch up with my uploads. I edit them, upload them, and I hope you guys have been enjoying them. Please let me know in the comments, like, subscribe. And the most important thing is, it is the start of Dream Cruise week. So starting from, I don't know, tomorrow, I don't know when it will be uploaded, but I will be filming videos and uploading them the next day for a week straight over the Dream Cruise. If you guys don't know what it is, you can go back and watch my videos from last year. It is the world's largest car show. World's largest. 1.5 million people. Detroit. It's fucking awesome. Please tune in, subscribe. It's going to be great. Next thing to talk about, the Mustang. Let me give you some background on how I had the car and how I now do not have the car. So, my dad works at Ford, and I'm fortunate enough to have access to the employee lease scheme. And on that lease scheme, they heavily discount the nicer cars because they want their employees to drive better cars to make the brand look better. So the Mustang is heavily discounted. I ordered that car last year. I knew I was going to get the first batch of 2018s, and I really just wanted to have that car because I love Mustangs, and I spec'd it the way that I wanted and the way that I could afford, and I was paying $430 a month for that car. And I made that first video talking about it, the walk around, and I was smart with it. I had a negative connotation title, which caused people to be like, why does he not like this car? It should be like, great, it's brand new, blah, blah, blah. And honestly, I absolutely loved the car, but in the video I purposely came across like I wasn't super happy with it in order to get the views. I know that sounds bad, clickbait, whatever, but ironically that video paid for me to have that car for the time that I had it. And I wasn't expecting that. I already budgeted to afford the car. It was just funny that happened. Then my extra money that I had, I could spend on whatever I wanted. That first video did incredibly well, and then I made a couple of other videos with it, and it was my intention, being a brand new car, that I was going to make a ton of cool videos, reviews and all these things to do with the 2018, because a lot of people were excited about it, and I had it before other people did. Pretty much start of the year, I was traveling. I was on the road avoiding winter up here, and I was down in Louisiana. I was about to leave for Texas to go across there for some work that I had scheduled, and I was trying to build a reputation there so that I could stay on for a little bit, make some money, and do a bunch of cool projects in a different area. The day before I was about to leave for Texas, I got an email from Ford with links to my videos. It was the video of me driving the car in the snow and the exhaust video. I mean, they were both in the snow. And pretty much they were not happy with it. I was abusing the terms of the lease. I understand that. They said that I was abusing the car. I don't agree with that, because the car is built to handle a lot worse than donuts in a snowy parking lot. But pretty much they told me that I had to return the car immediately, and I was banned from the lease. Obviously, I was over 1,000 miles away from home. I could not return it immediately, so I was like, I don't know what to do with this. They were nice enough to give me 2 days to get the car back. So I had to drive from Louisiana all the way back up to Detroit to return the car. And yeah, the car was in perfect condition. I just had it ceramic coated. There was no damage apart from an inlet piece, which actually happened like 2 weeks after I picked up the car due to a truck, and there were no replacement. Sorry, my camera died. I had to reset it. So as I was saying, there was no damage on the car. It was in perfect condition, minus there was an inlet piece broken on the front bumper, which I actually didn't put in a video because I was hoping I'd get fixed. But no dealerships had parts, and because I was traveling, I couldn't stay in one place for long enough for them to get a part in, with the car being so new. So that was the only issue with that, and obviously I paid for that. That's all done. It's all good. So yeah, it sucked losing the car. I was very emotionally attached to that car. You know, when I was having a bad day, and most of you guys can relate, it's nice to just hop in your car, go for a drive, bang some gears, heel toe, just like enjoy driving your car. And I loved that car more than anything. I really, really did. And it sucked to lose it. It is what it is. I tried to argue, you know, can I come back in a year and lease another vehicle? It's very beneficial to me for me to do this, and I'll get onto that in a second. And they said, no, this, you know, it's a permanent ban. I'm no longer allowed to drive I'm not allowed to lease or drive any company lease vehicles from Ford. If I don't have a car, I still needed to drive somewhere. So that's how I ended up getting this Lexus. Was I needed to buy a car then and there. So that's how I got this. And my parents actually had to front me some money for that, which I was ashamed to ask for, but they were very understanding, and I'm very thankful to them. That's pretty much the main reason, like, not a lot has been done with this car, because I'm still, you know, paying money back to my parents to, you know, pay off that debt for this stupid situation. That's what happened to the Mustang. I don't know if anybody assumed some things. I was concerned. I didn't say anything for a long time. I was concerned that people were going to assume that I couldn't afford the car and that I lost it, like it got repoed or something. Not the case. Or that it was my parents' car and they took it away. Definitely not the case. A lot of people have asked me if my dad was annoyed with me that I got kicked off the lease, but he really wasn't annoyed with me at all. He was annoyed with them, because it was kind of ridiculous for me enjoying the car in the snow. Like, I understand it. I know, and they probably know as well, that everybody who leases Mustangs is beating the shit out of them. I just took it a step too far by posting videos, you know, with the tag and everything on YouTube. Lesson learned. Just don't fucking lease a vehicle. You know, I didn't really see any further trouble from it, which is good. Nothing went on my record. I didn't have to pay out for anything other than the damage on the bumper. So I'm good in that respect. It was more just an emotional hit, and also it was a financial hit. So let me explain why that car was such a good deal. So ever since I got my license years back, even when I was living in the UK, I've always leased vehicles through this employee lease scheme through my dad. And yes, again, very fortunate for that. And the pricing on cars is pretty decent. It's a lot more expensive over in the US. But here's the best part. Insurance is included in that. So literally, I pay a one fee a month thing for the car, insurance included, and then I just have to put gas in it. Like services, oil changes, all that stuff is free, which is insane. So I was paying $430 a month for that Mustang in the spec that I wanted it in. It was just over $40,000, and I was paying $430 a month for it, insurance included. If I was paying for the insurance, full coverage, probably would have been over $800 a month for me. I pay almost $200 a month on this car for liability, and that's not because my record is bad. It's because I haven't lived here very long. No one in my family's ever had insurance. I've never had insurance on my own. We've just had the company leases, and so there's no real record of me driving at all. So insurance companies don't cut me a break, and I pay a lot. Right now, I'm pretty much paying more than I was before to insure and pay for this car, you know, paying my parents back, obviously in a shorter term. I'm paying more monthly, and I'm getting less, and this is way worse on gas and way more expensive on gas. So yeah, that hurts a lot. you know, emotionally, this is not a fun car to drive. As much as I love this car, it's not a fun car. I can't afford a fun car now. And yeah, it was just being kind of spoiled with those luxuries and having something that easy and being very fortunate for it, and having it taken away that easy was super difficult. And I'm sure some people are just gonna be like, oh, shut the fuck up, like, you should just be thankful for, like, blah blah blah. Like, you're right, I should, and that's why I haven't said anything about it because I'm worried about how people would judge me off of that. But I was very fortunate for having the car in the first place, having access to it, enjoying it, and I really did enjoy it to the fullest. I did so many fucking burnouts in that car in the short time that I had it. I mean, they were probably right to kick me off that scheme, but it is what it is. Car's gone, learnt my lesson. But originally my plan was, when I ordered that car, to spec it the way that I wanted to, and then the buyout price at the end of the lease is very cheap. It's pretty much the dealer price. I was going to save up money for a down payment, take out a loan, and then make smaller payments on the car than I was for the lease at the end of it. And obviously that is ruined now, and it's a lot more difficult for me to be able to buy a Mustang, and I kind of don't even want one now. It's been a little ruined for me, but whatever. I'm keeping in positive spirits. Anyway, I don't want to drag on too much. Let me move on to some other important things. I have some cool stuff coming up. I will be at Mustang Week this year for, more Mustang related stuff. Although I don't have a Mustang and I did want to take it, I will be at Mustang Week this year. Last year I got screwed and the after movie didn't come out because I didn't have the time and nobody paid me. I had a company that was paying me to shoot, and then they never paid me, and just turned out a mess. I really got screwed over last year, but this year I've cut my expenses a lot for going on the trip. I'm flying down for very cheap, and then just everything is being cut back a lot, and I'm focusing on just doing photo shoots. There is going to be no video from this year, although I'm probably going to film vlogs. So there will be content, video content, there just won't be an after movie. So if you guys are interested, hit me up on Instagram DMs, Facebook, email, whatever way you can get in contact with me, please do. I'm taking deposits now, and my time will be pretty limited. I'll be there from Saturday to Saturday. If you guys want to hit me up, it's $100 for a photo shoot. You get like 20 to 30 pictures. Anyway, apart from that, like I mentioned, start Dream Cruise Week. Super excited. I am daily vlogging. So please tune in to all of those videos next week. It's going to be so much fun. And comment on the videos, like, subscribe, share them, do anything. It really helps me out, and it really encourages me and motivates me to want to keep doing consistent YouTube stuff. And yeah, also I am picking up t-shirts on Monday. So I did a pre-order for t-shirts, and thank you to everybody that got involved in that and ordered one. And I am planning to use the profit from the pre-order to spend on getting a really, really awesome design done for a limited edition t-shirt for Gatlinburg. Now, for those of you that have been following the channel for a few years, my first year at Gatlinburg was an awesome after movie, and that's the video that a lot of people kind of relate my channel to. It was a big thing for Violent too, and then last year's I put so much more work into, and it was crazy sick after movie. It was more of a documentary style. It was long, and I was very, very happy with it, but the project kind of flopped. Not a lot of people watched it or saw it, or the people that did enjoy it loved it, and I'm very thankful to those of you that are very supportive. But on the whole, that project from last year kind of flopped. So this year I'm still doing something crazy. I'm changing it a little bit. I want to create a really cool t-shirt design that encompasses everything that we as, my brand LEP Automotive and Violent does at that event. But I'm pushing on getting something going for that, and there will be a pre-order opening up before the event. I don't know, maybe you guys can cop them at the show. I'll keep you updated, but pay attention to my Instagram and my Facebook for that. But anyways, I'm picking up shirts, which are pretty simple, but just out there for people to support me, support the brand, and I'm really thankful for everybody that is wanting to and ordered a shirt. It's awesome. So I'm excited to get those in, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm trying not to drag this video on. I'm so terrible at being on camera. I'm okay with talking to a camera, but I waffle on. I'm doing it right now. And then I have to edit it, and I hate watching myself and listening to myself. I'm very uncomfortable around myself. I hope it doesn't come across that way to you guys. Please post positive comments about me so that I can be more confident, maybe. I don't know. Somebody posted a comment on one of my other videos when I had, like, my hair had faded out to blonde from the silver dye I had in it, and somebody called me overweight Justin Bieber, and I was I deleted the comment. I don't usually do that. Usually I would have a sarcastic remark back to it, but it was pretty genuine. I felt that, so that hurt, but it was kind of funny too. I kind of agree with it, but I can't really change the way I look sometimes, so just bear that in mind. Hopefully I don't come across terrible on camera. I'm trying. But thank you guys very much for watching, supporting, and if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I will do my best to answer them. I try and reply to most comments that are questions, unless it's really stupid. If you're just straight up insulting me or insulting the video, I'm probably going to have a sarcastic remark back to you, because that's just who I am. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and tune in next week for the Dream Cruise videos. We'll see you then.